Grab your pickaxe and take a seat, Minecrafters. It's time for guests, games, interviews, and more. Welcome to MineTV. It's Friday, November 87th, and you were here for the 9,733rd episode of MineTV, with your hosts Sasha Varel, Markillian, and Starzy. Of course, also back there in the corner is David, and his partner's robot doppelganger, who appears to be filling in for him today in the place of Toby. How you guys doing?
Doing pretty good.
Pretty awesome.
Fire. I think David is assaulting his friend over here.
David, did you say you were violent?
I said I was on fire. I'm never violent. I'm a peaceful, loving man.
You're on fire.
We'll get into that later.
Yeah, see, David's got a thing where he likes to... Well, you said you're on fire, right? So that helps.
Yeah. Metaphorically speaking, that is. Yes, yes. How's everyone doing?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Grand.
Your friend there is looking quite stunning, I must say.
Yeah, Toby couldn't make it. He decided he would stop working right when we decided to do this. So, you know, we replaced him with a noble figure of a man.
I'm not flooding your desk, just for the record.
I think he's front.
Wow.
Look at that guy.
Definitely, yeah. Toby sprang a lake, I see.
You shouldn't be griefing the server.
Griefing?
It's disgraceful.
Clearly, wasn't his fault. Toby had to use the potty.
So it seems that we've had some interesting community video submissions recently, and I believe today's is a note block music song, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, we're gonna show a little bit of it right now.
That is nuts.
So that was very good, no block video there.
I was really impressed with that.
Yeah, that one sounds really good. I haven't seen one that sounds... What are you
I'm gophering.
You...
Wow.
Gophering is the only way to go.
Trolling your own robot doppelganger. Amazing. Amazing.
He's an imposter, I'm telling you.
You should reclaim your seat.
Does he?
I love how in that video the layers come in like separately, so you get like the tapping of like the kit coming in like part way through.
Yeah,
I love stuff when you hear it being built up and like the layers with sound. That's fantastic.
Okay, did a really good job of layering it.
Sounded very pro.
He also did explain how he did it, so make sure to check out that video. The link was on the overlay for that.
So there's a behind the scenes and everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, it's
Go
pretty good.
watch that.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
nine
awesome.
yards.
So, David, was there a little bit of news today that?
There's a little bit of news. I threw something together. There's a little bit of news today. For some reason, I kind of, I don't know. It's fantastic stuff. Dinnerbone, Nathan Adams decided to go out of bug fixing mode and decided instead to code some crazy stuff, such as things go on your wall to display your items, your hard-earned items in Minecraft. So hopefully that will be coming in a snapshot, and I take a look at it in a short VT, which we should have coming up right now.
Yep, let me just roll that. Let's take a look.
Awesome.
You're not going to
Earlier
square
this
it?
week, Dinnerbone has posted about this thread on Reddit which suggested item frames and flower pots. Now, he's gone and actually put these into the game, as you can see here, displaying them above chests, kind of showing you maybe what you've put in your chest, your weapons, your armour, your potions, etc. they should be able to be used for grabbing stuff off the wall quickly, like your equipment, like your compass or your map. Note that it actually shows the map and the map identity number, so that probably means that you'll be able to actually view your maps in real time. Swords seemingly can be placed in different directions, not just in the standard direction. And also you can make a wall clock, as seen there on bottom right, with a watch. Jeb decided to put in a background, so we've got some funky backgrounds for it. I kind of prefer it without, but that's just my personal preference. That should be coming in a snapshot fairly soon, I would have thought.
Very nice little short video there.
Yeah, I just wanted to throw it together, just like to highlight it. Obviously, there'll be more in the actual news video tomorrow. Hopefully, you'll be able to get our hands on it in the snapshot. And as he said in the tweet that I superimposed there, he is going to work on like a flower pot mod, so you can make use of your sort of indoor real estate and actually grow stuff maybe in a smaller space with like less clutter, less water blocks, less sand blocks, etc., etc. So that looks fantastic.
Very awesome. Definitely look forward to seeing that one.
I'm
Absolutely.
excited to have the little flower pots.
Yeah,
Saying.
it's decoration, isn't it, as well as it serving a purpose, and I think we've seen a lot more of that lately, which is pretty cool. Also, I like the fact that it came from a solid suggestion, as I showed at the video, at the beginning of the video. It was on Reddit. He credited the people that had put it together very nicely, actually. And although it's similar to some sort of, map wall hanging mods that have been around and things like display cases, it is in vanilla Minecraft. It's going to be a nice precursor for those mods, before the mod API comes in. So, just the average player can make use of those cool features. So,
Very nice. I kind of like how Minecraft has been going more in an adventure map and mod-friendly direction, especially in the last couple updates. It seems like they're going to be
definitely making use of the community in their sort of their presence as suggesting things, as well as like how they can create stuff inside the game, i.e. adventure maps, etc.
Definitely. Since we're on the topic of mods, we'd like to talk a little bit about today's guest. But instead of talking about him, we're going to talk to him. Today's guest is the current maintainer and future mod author of Equivalent Exchange 3 and maintainer of the present-day Equivalent Exchange and author of Equivalent Exchange 3, Pahimar, who is hiding somewhere. There you are. How you doing?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello. This is
Hello.
the DMV. Are you here for your license, sir?
Hello.
Hello?
I need to drive. I have a scooter.
Amazing.
Yes.
Is it the Z scooter by chance?
Actually, no, it's the Model Z. Z is weird.
It's so Canadian.
Anyway. There I go.
Oh,
You're all looking lovely tonight. Starzy, why are you pouting? And you look awfully bulky. Are you feeling warm? Are you going to play football tonight?
How did you ever learn to never say that to a female?
I said the
You're
outfit. You
fired.
look lovely.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't create this outfit.
Svelte, if not bulky.
so
Yes. There's a distinct lack of pants, though. I should probably fix that.
Yeah.
In the
I'm feeling a
mod.
little exposed.
In the mod.
Oh, look at Mark. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
So they're trying to stick his little block arm. You know what? I'm not going to go there.
you know what, Satch? Get out of here.
So for people who might not be too familiar with the Equivalent Exchange, you want to you have like maybe a quick synopsis of what it's about?
So equivalent exchange is all about taking the block, to put it quite bluntly, taking the blocks you don't care about and trading them in for the blocks you do care about in what is supposed to be a very equivalent fashion. It started out originally with something simple of, hey, I have a lot of cobble, and I'm speaking on behalf of the original creator, Xenophobe. He had a lot of cobble, a lot of dirt, he wished he had diamonds, so he thought, I wonder if I could trade them in and go from there. And the mod has just grown and grown since then.
Awesome. Yeah, it's a really neat mod. I've definitely spent a lot more time than I should have on it, thanks to Starzy's introduction to it, to me.
Cough,
Um,
cough, cough.
If what?
No, it was definitely me. You introduced everything else. EE was mine.
Oh.
No, Mark, you were over here telling me
Sorry.
it was overpowered and that I shouldn't touch it, and then she's like, "No, it's cool. Try it out." So I try it out, and I don't know. I don't think I can go back to vanilla now. the whole transmutation and energy gathering, and to say nothing of the artifacts, just amazing. I love it. It's a great mod.
Yeah, I got into it right around, I believe it was Minecraft 1.7.3. I started out as just a simple player of it, and that was actually my introduction to mods in general. And it's pretty cool to actually be able to work on it right now.
Very awesome. Well, the original author, was it just that he ran out of time, or felt maybe?
He put himself through a tremendous pace. It was very grueling for him. He would put out updates and bug fixes as soon as something came in. I believe one day I think he actually holds the record for the number of releases in a single day for mods. One day he put out 41 updates to the mod.
Wow.
He was a machine, and modding definitely can take a toll on you. It is a lot of fun, but at the same time it can be very draining, and some people in the community aren't exactly the friendliest either, and that could be really draining on you as well. So I kind of saw that him and I had become pretty good friends on IRC and playing the game together and everything, and I offered to kind of help him out with it and take some of the load off him so that he can enjoy the game a little bit more and enjoy modding, which is what everyone wants.
Yeah.
And so he went on hiatus, and he's been enjoying it. He's been playing games again, playing Minecraft a little bit. He dabbled in a Let's Play for a bit, and I believe right now he was not a programmer coming into this, so the skills he's learned have actually landed him a job as well.
Oh.
Now actually writing software for a company.
Very nice.
So very proud of Zeno. He's done very well. He still misses the mod. He still loves everyone. He pops in every so often to express his love in his unique manner.
In the way of the Xeno can.
So
Indeed.
is he
So,
gonna
but-
have any influence on the upcoming version of Equivalent Exchange?
Actually, a lot of the stuff is stuff that we've been talking about for months. Some of the original ideas we had starting back in November, involving shortly after he created E2, where he introduced the collectors and the relays and the condensers, and I mentioned that, hey, it'd be pretty cool if we had some wires so that we can transmit EMC rather than having everything just touch itself.
This
Pause
guy.
for comedic effect.
This guy.
I was just planning on leaving that one as it was.
Leaving that one hanging. Anyway, and we
Oh,
we
God.
went further with that. So he went on hiatus. I went into a bug fixing mode on EE2, and then when we started talking about what would be EE3, which originally was going to be called Old World Alchemy. A lot of the people who are familiar with EE probably have wondered what happened to Old World Alchemy. Old World Alchemy has now turned into EE3, and we brainstormed all the items together. We got a few of the blocks worked out, and that's roughly when he got busy again. So I've just been taking it from there. He's very involved in the design process for this, as I believe he rightly should be. This is his mod to begin with, and everyone's got a good vested interest in the things they create.
Definitely.
I have a question for you that just came in from Twitter. If you had to remove one item from Equivalent Exchange, which item would it be?
So there's two items. The first, yes, everyone needs to lose their pants. It sounds so much more dignified when you say trousers. It doesn't sound dirty then. It just sounds like a medical procedure. Anyway, the Destruction Catalyst, everyone's favorite mining tool. It is very overpowered, and people get it very early. And with an item that can just so easily strip the landscape of everything, it accelerates people's movement through the mod, in my opinion, a little too quickly. And it takes away the fun of Minecraft, because it's the first step towards some of the problems involving some of the blocks in the game right now, where you could just end up sitting in your basement. You would never have to mine or explore the world, because you could just generate everything in your lab. And I think that kind of takes away from the point of the game. I think it doesn't make it feel as fun after a time.
Definitely.
I can see that, yeah.
And the second one, and people probably know what I've already said about this, is actually red matter. Red matter was an attempt to try and bring more balance into the mod, because people were getting to the end game too quickly. So red matter was added, and the idea was that more awesome powers and whatnot. And it really didn't give that much more over the dark matter equivalent. It was just more expensive, and it looked prettier. And I don't really believe in items that just exist just to look pretty and have no purpose when they're that expensive.
I might disagree with that a little bit. The difference between the dark matter collectors and relays compared to the red matter ones is a huge difference. I think that's definitely a, in my opinion anyway.
It is a huge difference when it comes to per machine. However, the most efficient method of using collectors and relays is actually a Relay Mark III and Mark I collectors. That's actually the most efficient way to get to the end game the fastest.
Oh.
Bear back, changing my flower. Yeah.
Not sure if dirty.
You gave it away.
Oh gosh.
I apologize to everyone. I've been around Xenophobe too long.
Oh, she's
No, he's wonderful. He's a saint.
So do you think you can show us like the most efficient flower to collect EMC? Like,
Sure.
on stage?
I was going to do that, but apparently I had it wrong this whole time.
Wrong.
Sad.
Well, now
Let's
he
see.
can show you. So
I believe I just need to change my game mode.
I need to just come in and check this out, because
yeah, it's gonna be good.
observe carefully, folks, and take notes.
Energy condenser and
The British are invading the stage.
No, back up. Go back to your corner. Get over there.
we don't like your
face.
kind.
All right, come on.
Let's see. Oh, I can fly. Yes,
For
that's
those
true.
who think we may be unfairly aggressive toward David there, and it's about a bit of a running joke on the equivalent exchange server we were playing on. I don't know how it came to be, but somehow we ended up building a wall between the
America.
up to that point non-existent America and UK sides of the map, and periodically visiting each other to do raids on stake mostly.
Steak race.
So what I'm building is a 17.5 flower. What it is it maximizes the number of relays that are touching the condenser in the middle of the flower. And it has collectors touching every single Mark III relay. So it's Mark III relays, there's 5 of them, and there's 17 Mark I collectors. So people who don't know, a Mark III relay or any relay gives a EMC generation bonus to every adjacent collector touching it. So, oh, I'm missing some actually here on the bottom. So every collector is touched by, every relay is touching 5 collectors. A Mark III relay gives an EMC bonus to the additional to each adjacent collector of 40 EMC a second.
Wow.
So you're getting 200 EMC a second bonus on top of the base generation per relay, and there's 5 relays. And all that is being pumped directly into the condenser. So with this setup, I believe you can get 1 red matter in about 12 minutes per flower.
Good grief.
Wow.
So this is, and then it's infinitely expandable. So I can just keep adding to it.
That is nuts.
So how different is that from the red matter collectors?
So the red matter collectors have a higher per second. I believe they are also 40 per second. But when you look at the actual cost to how much it is just to get a red matter collector, a lot of the mod was balanced around the idea of a doubling time. So the idea is that if you build this flower, you should be able to build a second one in about 4 hours. So in 4 hours, you would have 2 flowers. And in another 4 hours, you would have 4 flowers. And in another 4 hours, you would have 8. And it would just keep exponentially growing.
And before long, you'll have a
cheaper-
bunch of flowers and many gold and diamonds.
Indeed. People will build this in their basement, and you only need about 8 or 16 of these flowers, and you will be producing red matter about once every 2.5 minutes.
That's a little insane. I have one, it's the same makeup, the 17.5, with the red matter, both the relay and the collector. And we bring in enough as it is. I can't imagine having multiple of these flowers.
So
I'm not
this,
sure I would want to because of how quickly you can get everything.
and the way it's layered, you can actually have a double flower set up on this. So you see here how where there's gaps in the collectors, you can then fill in more and keep going. So you can actually make this double layered, and it's extra compact. We put this on a test server with other mods, and this is really what shows that EE becomes very overpowered in a multiplayer environment with other mods, because at a later point you just have so much generation coming in that the other mods, like getting rubber and getting nickelite and stuff like that, it just doesn't matter because you can just produce it in your house. You effectively have what we're calling creative mode plus.
That's what I kind of saw about like the, I don't know if in-game's the right word for it, but the high-end stuff of equivalent exchange seemed almost better than creative in some ways.
Indeed, and that's a challenging part about EE3. So a lot of people know that as I'm writing this, I'm trying to keep an eye on balance. But there's just as many people who love the overpowered portion of it, the ability to just go and do anything to the world. That it's much more powerful than the basic creative mode. And so it's a tough balancing act of trying to keep the mod balanced for those who want it balanced and keep the mod overpowered for those that do.
Kind of like playing Populous with Minecraft in a way.
Mm-hmm. So it's a tough act to do. There's been a lot of deep thought on it.
Like Jack Handy levels of deep thought?
I have a question on Twitter, and it is from Floristar. She
Hi,
said
Flora.
she is loving the show, and if you are willing to give some information, what is the deal with the red water?
So it all boils down to an equivalent exchange 3. And those who are fans of the Direwolf 20 server Let's Play have probably seen this episode where I was discussing with him the fact that I wanted every item in EE to feel like an accomplishment when you get it. Like you want it to be like, awesome. Like I did that, I got that. And in EE2, the Philosopher's Stone doesn't have that feeling. So I wanted to add to that. So there's actually a second Philosopher's Stone in EE3. It's called the Minion Stone, and it's an imperfect version of the Philosopher's Stone. So this stone takes durability damage every time you do a transmute with it, through the crafting interface, through upgrading or downgrading items, or through transmuting items in world. And to build this stone, you have to condense what's known as red water. Now, those who are fans of the anime, the mod has got some inspirations from the anime, but it's not explicitly based off of it. So in the original Full Metal Alchemist anime, there was red water. And red water was man's first attempt at trying to create their own Philosopher's Stone. It was highly toxic, and you could condense it down into an imperfect stone. It wouldn't last forever, but it would give you great power. And so I thought, this is a lot better than just a crafting recipe. Like just gathering a diamond and 4 glowstone and 4 redstone. It doesn't feel epic. It just feels like you went mining. So I got thinking, how could I make this challenging enough that when you get it, you're like, man, that's awesome. I finally got something that I can do some really cool stuff with. And so I went about making red water. And red water is extremely toxic. For those who've had the privilege of trying out some really early alpha builds, red water applies a blindness effect, a poison effect, a weakness effect, and a slowness effect. So you can't damage mobs, you can't barely see, you're poisoned, so you're going to go to half a health, and you can't run away. So you can only imagine if you fall into some red water, you get close to it, and a creeper shows up.
Yeah.
Instant death.
Exactly. I want you to have that feeling of terror. But the payoff is that if you can successfully gather this stuff and use it properly and condense it down, you'll get the first step of the stone.
Very nice.
So is there going to be a way to like detect it from a distance before it's too late, or?
I'm actually thinking that I might have the player create it, and then they have to place it in world to... The way you will condense and compress this red water is you actually have to infect things with it, and then you have to gather the infected material.
So like wood, for example.
For example, yes, wood. If red water were to touch a tree, it would poison the tree. You would gather the wood, and then you take the wood back to your lab, and you would use that to get the required elements to make the stone.
Awesome. It gets me to thinking about all kinds of interesting concepts one could use with that water in the long
And the
run.
beautiful thing is that it not only affects plants and whatnot, it affects other living creatures. So you could, for example, use it as a mob grinder.
Yeah, I was going to ask if it had the same effect on creatures as it did on the player.
Indeed, it does. And the deadliness of the effect is dependent on, you can either have it based on the game difficulty you're in, or you could have it custom set. So you could have a server where the server owner wants it to be, negligible. Or you could have an ultra hardcore server where there's a death ban. So if you play it and you die, you're off the server.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting here thinking, man, we could fill the America trench with red water.
Yeah. Get those British
I'm
on their
sitting here
side.
thinking, man, they could fill the America Trench with red water.
And
Many uses.
unlike lava, where it only hurts you if you fall in, red water has an AoE effect. So if you get within a certain number of blocks, you'll get that poison effect.
Uh-oh.
Vapor damage.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds
It's
Oh, that's awesome.
highly toxic.
That's the funny thing about Minecraft. They never take, what's the word? Something about heat. Word escapes me. Convection.
Sure.
They never take convection into consideration, so that there's an area of effect vapor damage off something in the game is really interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Always wanted someone to do that. That is awesome.
Pretty good.
I'm sitting here like such a fangirl. Like, this is definitely my favorite mod out of any mod I've ever played.
She does
It's
have another
definitely-
session.
It's definitely a lot of fun to work on it. I thought playing with it was fun, but to work on it and to just think of everything you can do with it, it's really fun. My greatest stress actually comes from Asinor. I'll say it. Asinor is a wonderful modder. He puts out fantastic stuff. For those of you who might have seen his Thaumcraft 3 teaser he released today, he definitely makes us all want to step up our game.
Yeah, Thaumcraft is definitely one I hear a lot about, too.
So
Oh,
no,
carry on,
go ahead.
Mark.
Sorry. Go ahead.
Well, I was going to ask, going back to what you were saying earlier about how you actually got into, taking over the construction of the mod and the writing of the mod. What previous experience did you had? How did you actually get into modding or like coding in any sort of way, shape, or form? Because it's not something you can just necessarily just jump into.
True. I'm actually a software engineer by trade.
Right.
I work for a university on some Oracle software, and so I've got a fair bit of Java experience otherwise, Minecraft, of course, being coded in Java. So there was a lot I had to learn to mod. Knowing Java is not, like, you can't just be like, well, I've known Java for 10 years, so obviously I'll know how to mod properly. Similarly, if you know, like if you watch some tutorials and whatnot, but you don't know Java, you can't mod properly either. There's a lot of interdependencies there. So I was actually lucky to learn a lot off of other modders who were very helpful and very patient, and still are to this day. And you just slowly build up that experience over time. It's actually because of those experiences that I felt really strongly about making Equivalent Exchange 3 an open source mod, so that other learning mod developers can look at the source of it to see how I did it and hopefully learn and create better stuff themselves.
Sure. I mean, that's a whole different other side to Minecraft, I suppose. The fact that it actually encourages people to try and do these things for themselves. I know Mark was saying he was playing around with his first bit of mod coding earlier today, just because out of necessity. So that's cool to hear.
Indeed, and the modding community is quite amazing too. There are some famous disagreements and people who don't get along, but there's just as many modders who actually work together on things. And a lot of what we've seen on the Pahimar server, watching all the different mod developers with their bleeding edge mods and sharing ideas and whatnot, we've seen some very cool stuff come out of that.
Yeah, that's something I was going to mention, is I think the modders in Minecraft are a lot more friendly and open to other modders than in any other game I've seen before.
Well, really, when you put a bunch of nerds who love to play video games together in a room, some cool things could happen. Imagine sitting down with a giant box of Lego and you got 3 of your friends with you.
I'm there.
And all of you are good builders.
Well, one of you
Yeah.
might not be. He'll take the screenshots.
So I know you were talking about how you're concerned about the balance with Equivalent Exchange. So do you focus on primarily just having equivalent exchange in a game, or do you focus on having it with, let's say, like Buildcraft or other types of those mods?
So I struggled a lot with trying to figure out how to balance a mod like this because there's the two extremes. There's people who want it to behave nicely with everything, and then there's people who don't, to put it lightly. And it's very hard for me to say this is how it should play out, and I'm the only one who's going to say it. So what I've tried to do is I've tried to write a lot of systems that actually will adapt based on what is inside of your Minecraft. So, for example, a lot of people have wanted to find out, why can't I have an EMC value for a Buildcraft engine? That doesn't seem fair, where I can get all the base materials, but I can't craft it. The new version of Equivalent Exchange will actually dynamically look at all the items and blocks that are inside the game, and it will attempt to automatically assign EMC values for them all. However, I will also have an API, an interface for other modders to say, okay, I want my item to bypass this system. So if a modder doesn't set that up, you could have EMC values for everything, as long as the system can automatically resolve it.
Could they also use that API to set custom values if they feel their item is worth more or less than the standard EMC value?
Correct.
Awesome.
There's also another change to it in that, so in EE2, EMC values are integers. They can't be a fraction. You can't have something like, the stone slab exploit. So for those who don't know, there's a very, very small exploit involving cobblestone and stone slabs, because you can take 3 cobblestone to make 6 cobblestone slabs, and cobblestone slabs have the same EMC value as cobble. So every time you do that 2 transmutations, you get a net benefit of 3 EMC, which I got a lot of emails on that exploit. However, a single collector outweighs that exploit. So hopefully everyone got that and can stop emailing me.
On the same note, sorry, go ahead.
So in EE3, things will be allowed to have decimal values, as well as every item will have 2 EMC values. They'll have the actual cost of the item, so if you want to take it out of a transmutation table, this is how much it costs. And if you burn it for EMC, it'll be a different value. So you could have a diamond, which has an EMC value of 8,192. It could cost you that to pull it out, but if you burn it to try and get other items, you could only get a fraction of that. You might only get the equivalent of a gold ingot, which is 2,048. And that will be configurable by the user. You could take what I give for those values, or you could set your own.
1 million EMC.
So currently, how do you calculate the EMC with the blocks?
So when the system was originally developed by Xenophobe, he actually did a statistical analysis of about 2,000 or 3,000 chunks in Minecraft with no other mods involved. And he looked at the average rarity of items, and he assigned values based on that. So because we know that there's a certain number of diamonds per chunk, he averaged that out over 2,000 to 3,000 samples, came out with an average number, and based his EMC off of that.
So has that calculation changed with the new patches?
The new patches, not so much. The system has worked fairly well. There are some notable exceptions when it comes to other mods involved, because when you add other mods that generate their own ores and whatnot, they displace low-value EMCs. So if you have copper and tin inside of a chunk, they will take the place of a cobblestone. So cobblestone or stone has an EMC value of 1, but if you replace it with tin, for example, now it has an EMC value of 192. So you instantly increase the density of EMC in a chunk, and that's where that kind of cascading overpowered comes in, because if you have IC2 and Red Power 2 and, say, Forestry involved, which all have tin and copper, and they all start displacing stone for their higher values, well, suddenly you get rich that much quicker.
I'm sure a question everybody is wanting to know is, do you have a projected release date for EE3?
So there was a lot of development on EE3 in the Minecraft 1.2.5 world, and I only did critical bug fixes for EE2. But there was a bit of a lull towards the end of it because we were looking for the massive changes that were coming in Minecraft 1.3.1. The merging of single player and multiplayer, was a massive, massive change. And there's a lot of changes in Forge and Forge mod loader to accommodate that. Now that that's all kind of settled, I'm focusing strictly on Equivalent Exchange 3. At this time, I will not be updating EE2 to Minecraft 1.3.1 because my time would be better spent getting EE3 out the door, solving a lot of the root issues with EE2, and just getting more fun back into the mod to everyone as soon as possible. And then after that, I'll probably come back and update EE2 to Minecraft 1.3.1 in case people don't like EE3, which I hope you all do.
Fair enough.
Priorities are good.
I'm willing to wait for E3. I think it sounds awesome.
Yeah, it sounds great
Yeah,
so far.
absolutely. I'm excited. Another question, if you don't mind. If somebody
No.
said that you have such a huge success
I'm done here.
with Equivalent Exchange,
quit.
shut up, you. You're here for a while.
Is this the way you treat your guests?
Terrible.
Only you. Only you.
Ah, Satch your staff.
Feel honored.
I mean, she likes you.
Yeah. Anyway,
She doesn't
you've
abuse
had
your setting.
such a huge success with Equivalent Exchange. Do you think in the future you will continue with another, or you will expand rather to another mod, or will you just continue with EE?
I've actually had another mod in mind for quite some time. Yeah, sure, I'll talk about it. So, do those of the not maybe a little bit older, early 20s to mid 20s might remember a game, I believe it was called Messiah, and you played a little angel baby, and you could possess people. So I got thinking, that'd be kind of cool. Imagine going to sleep in a Minecraft bed, and suddenly you're like the spirit self, and you can possess the creatures around you. So say you possess a creeper, now you can control the creeper, and you have creeper-related abilities and whatnot. Like, what would that be like? Or, you know, if you were to have that on a PvP server and you suddenly died, could you, like, possess another creature and suddenly you're like this NPC involved in the environment? So that's one I'm kind of toying around with in my mind. But other than that, I spend a lot of time just talking with the other mod developers and whatnot and fleshing out ideas with them.
It's awesome. Like, imagining actually stalking other players as they're trying to sleep on the server.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, imagine a Hunger Games server where you die and suddenly you're a spirit, and you can either be a spectator or you could take over a zombie or a skeleton, and suddenly you're now this player outside of the game, now affecting the game.
That would be really nice, yeah.
So
That sounds cool. That sounds like the Minecraft version of TF2's Man versus Machine kind of thing.
That, or did you ever play Blood Bowl?
Man v Mod.
Blood Bowl on Steam?
no, I never did.
They have
For a long time, I was a WoW head.
they're for both game modes. There's occasional incidents where audience members will throw things from the stands at players on the field, and that's sort of what I'm envisioning with that mode, where you've got players who are no longer engaged in the active fight, who can, like you said, with a creeper or maybe a random lightning strike or any number of effects, just interfere.
I like that messing with people. I guess that makes me sound nefarious.
In
Sounds like
Minecraft,
fun
they
to
could
me.
be good. Oh yeah.
That's what my day mainly consists of on our servers. Just stalk the people.
Yeah.
Make them a little uncomfortable. It works. Keeps me entertained, if not them.
Yeah.
Stay exactly one
Like
block
some
away
good
from
old friendly stalking.
Wouldn't that be the best, though, if you could be a silverfish and just be in somebody's floor?
No, you would be
And then
the
as soon as they
silverfish.
leave the room, you just get out and steal their stuff and run. Brilliant.
It's like a stop motion game of cat and mouse.
Exactly. Fly on
You
the
just
wall.
gave me an incredible idea there. Just mob disguise myself into like a zombie, wait outside the door, steal their stuff. I'm good.
I think we can arrange that. Yeah.
Even the ability just to look like a monster would have a lot of uses for that, I think.
Oh, I've toyed with that idea. Don't get me wrong. I'll just say that.
It's a big rule of equivalent exchange, though, not to dodge yourselves. Dodge yourselves? Turn yourselves into other things, or to try and play
If you
around
dodge
with
a wrench, you
life.
can dodge yourself.
So it's a separate. It's got to be a separate mod. You can't put it in EE. Sad face.
Oh,
So how many red matter were we supposed to be producing over here?
Oh,
Because,
you have time?
yes, I've been timing you, and I think you're a little off in your statistics, sir.
Just so you know, those numbers are actually for single player. In multiplayer, the machine rate. So if anyone's ever wondered how you can slow down or speed up these machines, there's a value in the config called machine factor. And for single player, it's set to 16, and for the server, it's set to 4. Right now, everything here is running at a quarter of the speed it does in single player. Because by default, and I'm sure you haven't touched the configs,
I have not. No.
it's set to 4. So these things are running at 1/4 their full potential.
That is nuts.
So I wasn't entirely wrong with the red matter collectors. Can we say that?
It's
For
still
multiplayer,
fast,
anyway.
but it's way more expensive.
Yeah, it is definitely more expensive. I was, it took me quite a while to get 17 red matter collectors. I kind of cried a little bit.
And in that time, you could have had 4 or 5 of these other flowers.
She could have been destruction catalysting the map, but no.
Or the Brit's
Had to
house.
make another color, yeah.
No, but you just reminded me. You were saying earlier that you thought that that was, people can obtain that a little too quickly. Do you have any plans in the future to maybe make that harder to obtain?
So a lot of those items are actually like the destruction catalyst, that right-click, boom goes the dynamite. That's going to be moving, because that feature also exists in the dark matter toolset. The dark matter hammer, for example, will do that. The pickaxe has an option to just auto-mine that stuff. When you have these other tools like the destruction catalyst, why would you ever want to get any of the dark matter tools? I mean, eventually everyone just jumps to the red matter guitar, which does everything all in one item. But these early inexpensive items just kind of invalidate these super expensive endgame items, because why would you do that? You have the function already. It just doesn't make sense. So a lot of those early functions are just going to disappear, and they're just going to only exist in the high end game, and we're vomiting roses.
David has a condition, you see.
Someone should get his prescription.
Yeah.
We're trying to match the.
That man is ill. Have you been near Redwater?
Yeah, I think some of my body is disintegrating, and I could do with some kind of bionic limbs.
Oh yes, that's another fun item that is coming.
Oh, I was going to ask, because if you're basing it off full metal, then come on, explain. Come on, spill.
I am planning a auto mail.
Brilliant.
It's going to be a context-sensitive tool. It is going to have very low durability, but it won't be destroyed when you're done with it. It'll just go to 0 durability. You won't be able to do anything with it, and you'll actually have to do a special repair process to get it back up. So it's meant to be a low to mid-level tier item to kind of save yourself a lot of grief in terms of carrying around a ton of tools. However, the downside is that it's slightly better durability than gold. And it's not enchantable.
Right. That sounds awesome. That genuinely sounds awesome.
Once again, I'm trying to make items just feel epic.
Yeah. I like the idea that we can actually execute some repairs ourselves, and you're not going to have to code in like a Winry rock bell or something like that into the NPC, into the game that we have to visit. That would be a pain. That'd be a pain.
Yeah. Oh, come on, you don't want fan service? No, and I want everything to involve some kind of... There was a little too much of, like, some people complained of magic blocks in mods. Well, there was a lot of magic items that just made things easy, like the Talisman of Repair was just a set and forget tool that would just automatically magically repair everything. And there was a lot of people who got clever with it in terms of, okay, well, I'll get myself a diamond pickaxe with efficiency and fortune, and whenever it gets low, I'll just repair it. I mean, whatever. And that was also a very big exploit.
Sure.
So, with all the new things being implemented into Minecraft, is there anything that you would like to see in Minecraft, equivalent exchange or other?
I really like what Railcraft started with, the multi-block structures and machines. For example, the coke oven, and in later versions of the new beta for Railcraft, they actually have multi-block tanks. From that, Sangir built the Elvaleri. Not sure if I said that right.
Sad by mentioning Railcraft.
Yeah.
Somebody just went pouting off the stage.
Me and Railcraft do not get along.
He's
I'll
blown
get
up
Covert to
Alcatraz.
send you a condolences card if you'd like. But like it started with that, and now it's moving to other mods and whatnot. So it's not maybe not so much something I really want to see, but it's some of the things I'm starting to see happen in terms of ideas being shared. I think that's more what I'm excited about and looking forward to, where someone starts an idea and then suddenly it cascades and you get all these cool new things from it.
Right.
Sure.
Just today there was some discussion about something that could be coming to a major tech mod that could be very cool. That's all I will say. I'm not even going to confirm which one.
Oh,
Ever expanding branch of idea tree.
I'm just a big tease.
Kinky.
Don't make me use my low voice.
God.
I suppose actually that's something I would like to see in vanilla Minecraft. Which
What, a low
is,
voice?
Well, yeah, a low voice that I can take for repair when it gets too husky. No, more the development of the rail systems and things, because there's a lot of it doesn't kind of work now that there's powered rails. There's not so much need to use powered minecarts anymore, etc., etc. And it seems like in vanilla Minecraft, I would love to see some sort of more ideas and stuff being put into that, because Railcraft has definitely shown how much you can, do, how much can be done without breaking the game,
Yeah. I think
And it's-
No, sorry, go ahead.
And it's interesting to actually see where, I think everyone here is aware of Chicken Bones and Iku's Ender Storage, the Ender Chest mod.
Yep.
And then to now see Ender Chests
Yeah, in the
in
game.
the game.
In the game, yeah.
Similarly, the Piston mod.
Yeah.
Now we see pistons in the game.
Earlier on, smooth lighting.
Yeah. I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying something. It's interesting and nice to see. You could definitely see that there's folk in Mojang who actually are watching the community and whatnot and actually seeing what people are liking and taking that.
And personally, do you think, well, if it's not cheeky to ask, what is your opinion on that? Is that something exciting for you?
I think that is exciting. It's nice to see, because as it currently is, and hopefully the mod API will make it a bit easier to handle.
Yeah.
For people who aren't technically involved, getting into modding can scare a lot of people. There's a lot of cryptic errors if you're not familiar with Java and how to do this, and depending on who you get that day, you could get someone who's very helpful, or you could get someone who's a jerk. I'd like to think there's more nice guys out there, as long as you ask nicely. That'll help you get set up and everything and get you into it, because Minecraft can be so much more if you get into modding. So I'm hoping that gets a bit better, but it's nice to see Mojang's keeping an eye on that and being like, okay, look, I'll make it part of the main game and people can enjoy this and they can see what more could be done.
Sure. And that, I suppose, in a way, spurs on progression as well for the modders. It stops stagnation, gives people a reason, like with the suggestion that we saw earlier in the live stream with the frames and the plant pots and things. That's getting put in.
Yeah.
People are going to start suggesting stuff, whereas and modders, especially smaller time modders, are going to start pushing themselves, and that's a
Well,
good
they
thing.
can take the suggestions of the community, make a mod out of it, see if it works as good or better than intended.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's there's a section to the Minecraft forums actually for mod ideas and works in progress.
Yep.
I believe in the monthly there's a weekly Reddit thread where people contribute ideas and whatnot, so there's actually a collection of ideas being pooled on Reddit as well. So just as many as there are modders, there's people who are submitting ideas as to, man, this would be really fun if this was in Minecraft. Potted plants, for example, the idea of having customized item displays on walls, the idea that apps can finally be put on a wall.
Yep.
Yeah. That's something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, big time.
Absolutely. And that gives you options in-game as well. It doesn't just end with the fact that you can put something on the wall with maps if they are item dependent. So you've got map 0, map 1, map 2, map 3. You can make a giant map square on the wall if you're clever and you clear out map spaces. So that adds content and playability to the game as well. Not just, oh, it's a cool new item.
And from a modder's point of view, every time they add something new, that's something new we can hook off of. So say,
Yeah.
for example, we now have jungle and desert temples. There's hooks inside of the Forge API that allow us to say as a modder, like, okay, I want my items to go into a dungeon chest. Right now, it was just specific. It was just any dungeon chest, and this would be, and a dungeon chest can even be considered the chest inside of a blacksmith's in a village.
Yeah.
The modders now have looked at what came in 1.3.1 in terms of this, and this is just a small example, and we're going, it'd be awfully cool if we had a hook now that would allow us to say, okay, I want this item to show up in this type of chest, and I want this item to show up in this kind of chest. So now we can say, like, okay, I have a low-tier item that shows up in a blacksmith's chest, but in a jungle temple, which is a lot harder, it has a lot more traps and whatnot, hey, yeah, you'll get something cooler.
Yeah.
All
That's great.
red matter.
For everyone. And I believe actually there is some talk about the idea of being able to allow modders to generate custom villages. So you could stumble across an industrial craft village.
That would be really awesome.
Yeah, that'd be pretty cool.
That would be amazing.
But now what I
Yes.
don't want to see is like a village full of villagers using Archangel Smite as soon as you cross the horizon. That'd be terrible.
Give me your emeralds or...
He's got Cobble, get him!
Transmute them all into cows.
Incredible.
So have you thought of using equivalent exchange like more with mobs in the game, or giving mobs any special purpose?
I've long thought of that it would be cool if there was a block in equivalent exchange that would allow you to craft a mob. So if you were to give like a bone, leather, and pork chop, you could make a pig. You know, say you had a hard time finding pigs. Well, I'll just make pigs, or I'll make sheep, or I'll make endermen, or I'll make whatever. I'll make testificates, and I'll suck the blood out of them for a EMC. Oh wait, I've said too much.
I'll go into Mark and Stasy's house and
Okay.
craft some creepers. Brilliant.
I knew you were responsible for that.
Yeah.
Suddenly, creepers from above.
It's raining creepy.
Fantastic.
Wow, that sounds like a bad 80s song.
Doesn't it?
I feel like I should dance.
Evils from above.
Wait, this isn't Conan?
Princess Edition. Do, do, do.
That looks horribly inappropriate from my angle.
Terrible.
I'm gonna
Terrible.
sit over here next to you.
Somebody lock him
Hold
up.
my hand.
So,
Who lets this man out in public?
Rage dance.
Fools.
I like
There
the
we
dramatic effect lighting. Hey,
Lock him up. Lock him up.
Perfect.
okay.
Brilliant. There we go. Job done.
Oh,
Oh. Oh. Yeah.
so was there anything else you wanted to say about equivalent exchange, or anything you would like to tell anybody watching the stream?
I think if people are interested in watching the development and seeing how things are going, the source is available on GitHub. Until things are a little bit more stable, I won't be releasing versions that just nice and easily plug into your Minecraft. I'm actually already onto Minecraft 1.3.2 because we got the pre-release yesterday, and it should be released, I think, tomorrow. So we're ready for that. MCP and Forge are already updated for that. And if you have any questions, any ideas, you can always find me in IRC. And thanks for having me.
Thanks
We
for
have
being
him.
had.
Yeah, you have me.
Or you should. I'm trying to remember the hotkey to fire off this horrible volley of. Oh, there it is.
There you go.
Yay!
Are you-
Found it.
Are we still gonna give the audience Destruction Catalyst?
Oh, I'm still so happy that I'm in creative.
No, it wouldn't matter if they weren't. It can't hurt them anyway.
Yeah.
I think they'd all be dead by now.
There was a wonderful glitch actually involving the Archangel Smite that I haven't fixed. Originally it was supposed to have a shotgun mode, and in some cases it actually just turns into a machine gun.
Nice.
Wait a minute. Why am I saying uh-oh? How do I do that?
Don't test
No,
it out of the
that's-
poor audience.
We should wrap
Yes.
this up before it turns into a crater.
It'll be fine.
Oh, what's the worst they can do? Destruction catalysts for
Oh
everyone.
god, here we go.
Oh lord.
We have a backup of this map, right?
Hopefully.
Watch this
Guess we're about to
space.
find out, huh?
I was gonna say, I need a yes or no, because I'm about to make something go boom.
Yeah,
So,
it's fine.
alright.
Perfect.
The poor cow! Don't
God.
harm the cow!
Mushrooms.
What are you doing?
Oh dear.
Now, if you want to see something really go boom,
Oh god.
Oh, here
Don't
we
they
go.
need
Here we go.
redstone?
Oh snap, son.
Oh,
Oh,
my god.
rage boom.
What was that? Oh my god.
That was
the
nothing
Nova
special.
Cataclysm.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was getting out of my pocket.
Studio
Oh,
level
that
thing.
Dirt.
Well, they are.
You know, I
straight in
think-
the chat.
I think in a lot of ways this is actually an improvement on the studio. We should leave it this way.
What are you trying to say,
agree.
man? What
Oh,
are
is
you
this
saying?
no show?
This is
Hot tub party?
nice.
Got a mushroom in here now.
Party.
Just
There's
nobody
that.
pee in the pool, please.
Yeah.
We should leave the guest booth open
Yeah,
so
let's
that people can get
still take
photos
pictures.
with Pahimar.
Oh,
Oh,
Oops.
nope, there.
Oh,
Jeez.
I never liked that background anyway.
Yeah,
yeah. That was terrible.
it's more natural now.
Who needs a
It's fine.
studio? We should be doing the show in the woods.
So plus, you have a wonderful backyard.
Oh yeah. A little overgrown, but that's all right. I don't think we've ever shown people the behind the studio. That's crazy.
That's for next time
Yeah.
because there isn't much behind the studio left. Most of behind the studio
Yeah,
is
it's kind
now.
of-
Are you guys stuck down there?
Visible.
Oh wow.
You know, as a
Uh,
random aside, I think I have too much fun with the watch.
The
Oh
wall.
yes, the watch. The watch.
I could
is
just sit there-
really nice with other mods.
Yeah. But, you know, that bug notwithstanding, I find I just have too much fun with the whole, you know, giggling like a schoolgirl and rewinding and fast-forwarding time incessantly for no purpose at all.
Oh, the watch.
I don't know why that amuses me so, but it does.
Superb.
I'm getting the audience out of the water
Yeah.
over here.
I'm
Hold
building
on.
some steps.
I'll
They're a
just-
little stuck.
Oh, yeah, they would be, huh?
Bless them.
There you go.
Oops.
Everyone's
Sorted.
safe. That poor mushroom.
That's
I
superb.
know.
What did he ever do to anyone? Wait a minute.
The destruction.
No,
We never had mushrooms here before.
all-
David, did you plant that here?
It's all gone.
No. Would I
This is
ever?
another British plot, isn't it?
Sounds like it.
No.
So next week we just start the studio and the audience comes in and sees this.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
it's fine.
We'll
Make sure to bring your swimming trunks.
We can still do a show from here. We'll turn it into a beach.
Yeah.
We'll have a beach show.
I think this is a
There you
wonderful
go.
transition to get the Buildcraft guys in here to fix this.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh, that's so
Absolutely.
true.
Please rebuild our studio.
Do,
So Pahimar did this. So we're going to be conducting the interview while you guys work.
remake
don't
my home
mind,
type
thanks.
show at the studio. Hey, you know, if we put some on the green screen right now, there'd be holes in it.
Yeah.
That'd be sweet.
How did diamonds get all the way over here?
I think they got blown back there.
Hmm.
I think they came up with dispensers when they exploded.
Yeah.
Dispensers? I mean, high-tech diamond throwing kit that we bought on eBay.
Yes.
On eBay.
Very advanced technology.
Mm-hmm.
And there's this guy.
Dispenser surplus store.
So
Speaking
it
of,
looks like he's over here ready for pictures.
come get your pictures with Pahimar.
Fantastic.
You're on the server anyway.
You guys in the stream are getting a unique look at what goes on after the show.
And a little bit before sometimes.
I
Yeah.
feel caged.
Well, they can't get in here to
Who
swarm
wants,
you,
who
so
wants
you have
photos
to
with Pahimar?
stand on the glass and they'll...
I am not an animal. I am a human being.
Push him! Get him in the circle.
Get him in the
Square.
circle, right?
That's what
Stand
they,
in that
uh,
square.
Uh-oh.
Stand
What
in that
happens?
square.
What happens in the middle of this? Are you going to throw a baseball?
No, the
Who
idea
wants a
is
photo?
anybody you
wants-
teleport into that area can only operate within that glass area. Otherwise, they
You
can't
need
move.
To turn chat on, my friend.
That would probably help, yeah.
Look at all the diamonds.
Somebody's asking to open the server, but If what you told me earlier was true, that might not be a good idea.
We can open it at the end when everybody here gets a picture.
Fair point.
So,
Yeah, we can give out the IP after these guys here get their first pictures, if Pahimar's up to it.
I am totally yes.
oh
Look
snap!
at that. Backdrop
Look at
and
this
everything.
guy.
Completely on board and possibly a little aroused. Oh, look at that!
Incredible. I don't
There's
even
no
know.
possible about it.
Brilliant.
No, just horribly inappropriate. Anyways,
That is the whole point of the show, really.
yes, as I tell everyone to come visit me, and then they all run in fear.
He
Cowards,
blows
all
us
of
up.
them.
There's one more that goes up there. I know that. Ah, there it is. Do-do-do. Ooh.
Craven's name's in the lawn. For a second, I thought it said gravy.
There, that's not totally just selfless, shameful promotion, is it?
Oh, that's a good thing. Gives people screenshots and you'd be like, see, look, this is the stuff he does.
Exactly.
I take credit for all of this. I did none of it, but I take credit for it.
It's the things it stands for the things that are coming in the future, the hope for tomorrow, and more destruction.
If you completely ignore Xeno.
Who's gophering? I see some gophers.
There are some gophers.
Is that a prince?
Come on, Prince. Come on now. Come on now.
You think royalty would at least be invited inside? Huh, there's a mushroom in the green room.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mark, did you point out the signs over there? So
Oh, well. Here are the commands for TPing people in. I don't... Oh, crap.
Terrible.
I fell in the hole, man. Come on.
Okay.
David, you wanna go ahead and start TPing people in, I guess, to get their...
I can do.
Screenshot.
Who wants in the chat in game? Who would like a photo with Pahimar? Starzy. Wait. Okay,
Starzy
Chala
is-
said first. Chala said first.
I don't get
Come
the
on
feeling
now.
that Tarvy's taking a picture right now.
Oh my god, he's skipping the line.
he's drawing a little heart frame around it in Photoshop.
Could I also
Hey,
give
who
a
let the
massive shout
doctor in
out to Chalos for his incredible Doctor Who skin? Superb. Me.
Chicken.
Let this chicken in here.
Oh? I don't think Starzy will forgive anyone on the planet if we can't get a picture of you and her together.
Who else? Dated. Oh, Starzy. Clearly.
They're running there shoving David
Barging
out.
away.
Hold
Get
on,
out,
hold on,
Brett.
hold on.
My turn.
No. We gotta do this right.
Uh-oh.
Theme music.
Doing it right.
Her skin's eyes bugging out like dinner plates. A thin trail of drool running
Well,
down her
both not wearing pants.
face. Sans pants.
Pants.
Pants,
Pants party. Oh, sticky keys.
Oh god.
Can we call him pants?
Oh, jeez, don't get that excited over there. I just wanted a picture.
Windows thinks I have a disability.
I'm the only one that can vaguely mistake the Morning Star for a guitar if looked at too quickly.
A little bit.
Little bit.
Yeah.
I have an inventory full of stuff.
Oh, chicken.
Do you want the squid in there, or can you get rid of that? What?
I think the squid adds to it.
I don't think so. He's getting in the way of the set. Come here. There we
Spite, what
go.
the hell are you wearing? What is this skin? Oh,
What?
Spiteful Fox is over there in a very creepy green thing.
What is that? Hold on.
I don't. It's vaguely reminiscent of a creeper and a clown merged, I think. Calamborn. What?
Who's that?
Google. Oh.
Why is there a brony putting animals in here?
We've been through this, guys. In the chat and the stream, we just got more people who want photos before most of this probably explodes into a billion pieces.
Yep. And we'll give out the IP.
We will. Mark
When
will.
these guys
I'm
are
not going to do it.
done with it.
I'll do it at the wrong moment.
Everything will go boom.
Gavin, are you done, sir? He looks. You look done. You look-
I've noticed a very large increase in skins that have a slight smirk on the face.
Yeah.
Yeah. Grin face.
Who let the cat out?
I think it was Brony.
Yeah, definitely.
He even looks angry about it. I don't like horses.
He's a
Yeah,
closet Brony. You gotta give him a little time.
You can talk if you want
Ah.
to. Okay.
I'm in the presence of royalty.
Prince Horus, get your photo and then crouch when you're ready to
Prince
be
Horus,
removed.
have
the
my
booth.
mace.
Oh my goodness. What a moment.
I can't tell if that's facial hair or just forever clutch stubble. You have a very generous mouth.
Oh dear.
This is not the screenshot you hoped. I'm not cool enough for this yet, that's true.
Just for the record, I am eye level with your nipples right now.
Uh-oh.
Not you. Go away. I'm
Um,
talking to Pahimar.
It's no less awkward.
Yeah.
It's a good thing I'm wearing pasties.
Indeed.
That damn chicken! Get back here. That's a
People
wolf
who
now?
haven't got photos so far with Pahimar, just let me know in the chat. In game, that is, not in a stream. You guys, in a mo.
Brawl.
Are you setting up the flower already? You couldn't wait? You had to make sure.
Looks like people are pretty much done in game.
Are they done here?
Looks like it.
Wait a minute. What if I want to
Jay
picture with
Selby, Jay Selby's asking.
Did you piss off the wolves? You have like 5 of them chasing you.
Fine, I'll take a picture with Pahimar. I don't care.
People, make sure that you get a screenshot of him in the booth.
I think I may have actually just gotten Jay Selby stuck there.
Entirely
dear.
possible. TP
Oh
in here.
dear.
Oh, there it is.
Use shift to autocomplete Sash.
What?
Type J and then press, not shift, tab, sorry.
Tab. Yeah, I know.
These
Okay.
angry wolves.
The bronies getting chased.
Mm-hmm.
Someone needs to make a texture pack where wolves look like bronies. Not just ponies, but bronies.
But actual bronies. Just
Mhm.
like average.
Angry grown men on all fours.
Yeah, the
Incredible.
best can be red.
Spiteful Fox has all the diamonds.
I feel like if we do a group shot, it should be in the massive crater that was the studio.
Agreed.
Yeah, let's do it.
Alright,
Then we'll open it up.
let's see. Maybe right over the mushroom is an acre.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mushroom looks good. Who's gonna take it?
I can get one, but I'll need everyone here.
Okay.
Or, well, no. Oh, unless I log in and alt, I don't guess I can, huh?
Oh, no. Not really.
Well, that would take me all of 30 seconds. One. Doop, doop, doop.
Oh.
Oh. That would happen.
Yep. That's fine, I got it.
If I could have ever had a type. There we go. I got something. It goes underneath.
So, Saj, when are you doing a music video?
I don't know. I'm afraid to do a music video.
Totally should.
Hold on. I gotta fix this. Beautiful thing about the Void Ring is, it's a... Why are you all burning yourselves to death?
Oh god, what is going on over here?
Before I forget.
A Void
Oh,
Ring
dear.
acts like an infinite bucket.
Brilliant.
Alright.
Let's.
Hey, Brian, you gonna get over there and get your picture taken?
Oh yeah.
Well, there's 3 of us. Where'd Pahimar go?
I'm still in the photo booth.
Oh, are you?
Vogue. Oh. Oh.
What's that, what's that all? Freeze Frame, that old 80s song, I think it was.
80 song. Everyone knows is actually secretly the theme to
Let's
America's
open up the
Funniest
server,
Videos.
shall we?
Wait! Oh. We still have to get our group shot.
Yeah. It's alright, it's meant
Oh,
be
okay.
Anyways.
Yeah.
Just let me know, and I'll post the IP and on
Oh,
Twitch.
you got it?
Yeah.
Alright.
Just remove the whitelist.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna solve this water problem.
There's no problem.
Not a problem.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh.
Hello.
Did you guys know you could do this?
I did not.
No.
What is that?
This is the Vulcanite.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I
our poor
forgot.
mushroom. Oh,
He's in a better place now.
Oh, he lives. He's down there. Look.
my God.
Malachi the mushroom.
the poor audience members.
Oh god.
Oh dear.
They're,
My poor eyes. I'm
Oh.
playing this in a darkened room.
that screenshot alone makes this worth it.
Alright,
The fine's on fire. The floor's on fire.
So
All
could
things
we
are on fire.
yeah, go ahead and post it. And
I did.
let's put a bucket on this, shall we?
Um,
oh man.
Starzy, hurry up and get back over so I can get our chaotic group picture while our place is still ruined. Damn!
I'm dropping Swift Wolves.
Save for posterity. Oh, there you are, David.
Did that sound cool?
He's going mad with power.
I hate water. Actually, I used to like dry up oceans with this thing.
That's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
crazy.
if you've ever wondered what Pahimar does in his free time,
Yep. There you have it.
This is the say in Fallout, Minecraft. Minecraft never changes.
Spiteful fox, I apologise. He's still trapped in the burning booth.
Too bad. You stay there and think about what you did, Spiteful. I don't know what it was, but, you know, it's probably horrible. Ah. That was weird. There we go. Better. Someone down there spewing
Mm-hmm.
gale.
Alright, we posted the IP, correct? In the chat?
yeah,
Alright, so are we done? Done here?
people are saying that our server is crashing their Java, but
Nope, you
if
just
they had it,
just as I say
No?
that.
I'll unban Hammer.
Alright, so this will be posted not on YouTube, correct?
Maybe. We're probably do a highlight video of it at least.
Okay, so for
But
highlights...
ultimately, if they want to see the whole thing, they got to come to the stream channel.
Okay, so the highlights are going to be posted on YouTube, hopefully, on MC Spotlights, and the full episode will be available here to watch. we should be streaming next Wednesday, same time. So make sure to hit that follow button, and it will remind you when we go live. Thank you again,
Awesome.
Pahimar, for coming and being our guest.
Thank you for allowing me to
And
destroy your shit.
Anytime.
You did it beautifully. I admire it, sir.
Yeah. All right, guys.
So for our outro, I'm Starzy. The guy just talking was Satch.
Wait, what?
I'm still Mark.
And you're Mark Killian.
Since when
I
did I
think
turn
Toby
into a
can-
What are you
man?
talking about? I'm Satch.
Oh, yeah. Well, can I be Pahimar then?
Sure, why not?
Yay!
hold
Starzy.
Hi, this is Satch.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching.
Welcome to Minecraft Slow Jams.
Bye. Don't forget to
Goodbye.
follow us on
Finest
Twitter.
hits.
I'm canceling equivalent exchange.